The quest for truth, reconciliation and lasting peace took center stage in Yaoundé as His Royal Majesty Sembing Lode I, the Paramount Phonom saw officially launched his long-awaited publication, The Phonom Saw and the Anglophone Crisis, a testimony for reconciliation and peace. Held at the City Hall, the landmark ceremony attracted an impressive gathering of government officials, members of the diplomatic corps, traditional authorities from Bui Division and across the Northwest and Southwest regions, academics, religious leaders, peace practitioners, civil society organizations, and members of the Nsok community from Cameroon and the diaspora. Far from being an ordinary book launch, the event was presented as a call to collective reflection on one of the most painful chapters in the recent history of the Nsok Fondom and the wider Anglophone crisis. Drawing from his personal experiences throughout the conflict, the fund recounts years of hardship and leadership during turbulent times. Yet, rather than dwelling on blame, the publication advances a message of dialogue, forgiveness, reconciliation, and peace. The book also preserves an important chapter of Nsok history, complementing the fund's rich oral tradition by documenting first-hand testimony for future generations.
Therefore, that the book is a way of interpreting the fund's message and also borrowing modern technology to document it. So the fund is also telling the young people, I'm aware about your struggles, I'm aware about the technology you all face, and I want to show you that I honor it, and in a way, I want to also make use of it to save this wisdom for you and your children.
For more than 2 years, the editorial team worked closely with the fund to compile testimonies and historical documents. According to co-editor Ngalim Eugene, convincing the fund to commit his experiences to writing was itself an extraordinary journey, given such deeply rooted oral tradition.
What you have in the book is his testimonies, his experiences going through the conflict. But above all, what makes the publication very special is the fact that the fund has forgiven. He has forgiven all those who try to harm him. And he's calling on every sort of person to forgive each and every one that you may have been in conflict with.
The publication traces the fund's enthronement, the emergence of the Anglophone crisis, the personal sacrifices he endured, including the loss of loved ones, and his unwavering commitment to peace despite enormous challenges.
Truth does not expire. Reconciliation has no statute of limitations.
Throughout the ceremony, speakers described the publication as both a historical document and a roadmap towards rebuilding trust within communities. Renowned historian Professor Willibrod Nzongwa described the publication as an important contribution to Cameroon's documented history and collective memory.
Well, I want to say that any initiative that is intended for peace making and peace building is very welcome. But this one is very special because it is coming from a fund that governs or rules over that segment of this country or Anglophone Cameroon that has been most hard hit by the crisis. And he himself, after having suffered victimization, that he asked for his people to forgive him for whatever accusation, and that he himself has forgiven whosoever had him. It is wonderful because he is talking about forgiveness.
The government equally welcomed the initiative. Her Excellency Ya Asheri Kilo commended the publication as a timely contribution towards dialogue, peaceful coexistence, and national cohesion.
Please, let's not shred this book into academic discourses that would not take us anywhere.
The launch also marked the beginning of a broader community dialogue initiative inspired by the Nsok tradition of Toifon, the fireside dialogue, an ancestral model of resolving differences through honest conversation and mutual understanding. Participants at the ceremony expressed hope that the publication would inspire renewed commitment to forgiveness and healing.
It's a very great message from His Royal Highness, His Majesty, a very big message, a message of peace and reconciliation, a message of forgiveness, a message of pardon, And the message we are taking home today is that don't look for who to blame, but look for who to forgive.
And there is an even greater message with the assembly of the Nsọ community, accompanied and supported by other communities, which is together we can overcome every adversity and we can live to tell the story of our victories. This whole crisis might not yet represent a victory for us, but already the fact that we can still get together and talk positively to each other with hope.
Beyond recounting historical events, the publication repeatedly calls on readers to embrace fairness, mercy, and reconciliation. Perhaps its most powerful message is captured in the words of His Majesty himself. The book does not help you find who to blame, it helps you see whom you need to forgive, for indeed, peace is the first justice. For many observers, this publication represents more than a literary achievement. It is a royal testimony intended to preserve history, strengthen collective memory, and inspire a future founded on dialogue rather than division. As the ceremony drew to a close, one expectation echoed throughout the hall, that this book will become not simply a record of the past, but a catalyst for healing, renewed community dialogue, and lasting peace within the Nsọ Fandom, Cameroon, and beyond. Hub Media, your partner in media production.